Hello everyone, this is KJPC Gaming. Today on The Infected, we're going to get started on the actual bridge house. I have identified the actual center of the bridge, but what I want is the visual center of the bridge. And to do that, I'm going to go over here, and I'm also going to go up there, and I'm going to see what feels like the center. So I can see the white lines just barely right there. I'm not sure if this one isn't the center though. The one right before it. That's pretty close. I think the center, I think I have an odd number, and so the center is going to be in between the 7th and 8th foundation. So that's the 7th foundation from the other side. Should be the 8th one from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's actually the 9th. So that may not have been counted correctly. That's the 7th one. This is the 8th one. So this is the actual center. Let's take this one out. And we'll go back down towards the ocean, but I want to come over here because there's a pretty spectacular view of the center from that bluff over there. And as I look at the point of the bluff from the bridge, it appears to be the center of where I want my focal point. And where is the bluff at? Is this it right here? Yeah, this is it right here. So here's the bluff, and I want to look towards the ocean, and that's way off to the side. The center is way over here. So I think that we will put this back where I had it, maybe one further more. Maybe I can reset the focal point right here. Yeah, see, it still wants me to go way over here for the center, just for the visual. So I think we'll go right here, and we'll use that as the center, because there's a difference between the center foundation and the center of the river. And the center of the river is what's going to give me the focal point, or where you look first. And not that it needs to be perfect in any way. I just want it to look like it flows well, like it fits well. So if I'm here, I'm looking into the middle of that bluff, which appears from this side to jut out, but it's actually just the shoreline. And I think I was actually standing over there. But you can see the barn on the hill right there. If I scooch over one more, don't have rails yet, be careful, and then turn around and look at the ocean. This isn't bad right here. I think I like it right here. And that's exactly where I had it before. So that is going to be the center right there. And so I've built bridge houses before in another game, and they always seem to be off to one side or another, and it's kind of uncomfortable looking. I'm thinking, oops, wrong button. I'm thinking that the actual bridge is going to be this wide. But for right now, we're going to start with just the foundation of the house. And so we have 4, right? So we're probably going to go foundation, 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 foundation. And this is just foundation. The house itself is going to be upstairs mostly, and we'll have pass through here, and so we'll have to go this way or this way to go up the stairs to the house. That's the idea that I have at the moment. Now, bringing that vision to life is going to be a little bit complicated. But let's see if I even have enough wood to do this little bit. I burned through a ton of wood yesterday. And when I came out here this morning, let's go to the farthest point out here. When I came out here this morning, it seemed like there was so little left. And I didn't walk all the way out here though, so I didn't see this huge pile. I had thought about moving all this wood closer to the base build before I started the video. But the old neighbor next door always told me, never move something twice. He was talking about baling hay, but you know, you get the idea. Okay, so we'll start on this side. Oh, I need some planks, I'm sure. I need some planks being cut. That thought crossed my mind, and we might go do that. Since it's so close to Grandma's house, I have been thinking very strongly about going and getting the circular saw. And because I think that would make this a lot easier, since you only have to load it, you know, once every so often. All right. So that can be deck. And these will be probably interior stairs. So we'll just grab some more, and yeah, I think I should go get the circular saw. I didn't actually even make that decision until after I hit record, and I thought, no, I'll just take them with me. It's a nice little jaunt, and there's nothing else there other than the tool grinder. We'll probably sharpen the axe while we're there, but yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm not spending like so much more time than is necessary. So I think we will do these kind of stairs. Oops. There we go. And one more of those. There we go. So as we come across the covered bridge, we'll have to turn in to go up the stairs. And that's actually just one level up is a better view. So that's really cool. We are going to have a storm though. And I don't know if these aren't going to be too close to each other, or if it'll be something like a grand entrance. I don't have enough planks anyway. But that is the entrance there. Now let's do this. Oh, it's not ambient. It's not the birds. I am on audio, yeah. There we go. I kind of like that. You have to kind of imagine this all finished out, and those not being probably, you won't be able to see the stairs unless I make this bit glass, but I had planned on brick. But what I can do is half brick, half glass. That might look cool. Let's go grab the circular saw. And I really do need to change my respawn location. Which road is it? I can't never remember. It is that road. Okay. There's roads here. Very, very hard to see when the ground is wet. And they are absolutely covered. There's the canyon right there. They're absolutely covered with tall grasses um, when the foliage is on. So we had to talk about the foliage a little bit in Discord today. And with a brand new player who's struggling. And I think even I've advised in the past to turn off the foliage to find vegetables. Excuse me. You just never know when that's going to happen. All right, let's see. Let's get onto the right path. There we go. I think it's fine for a couple of days to turn off the foliage while you're getting some much needed food, because you need the seeds in order to make planter pots, and you need the food, you know, in order to survive. But I think after that, it's probably a good idea to turn the foliage back on, at least to the minimum setting, which is not really that bad. If I turn it on, and you can see there's still plenty of spaces between all the plants where you can see vegetables on the ground. And the most important vegetables are the brightest ones. They're definitely the easiest ones to see. The regular melon or cantaloupe, and watermelons are huge, but also cucumbers are quite bright. So, yeah, I think it's probably better to learn the game with the foliage on as much as you can without starving yourself to death. Might be more difficult to find potatoes, but, you know, as we know, the towns are completely full of potatoes. You'd think those people ate nothing but bone soup and potatoes. I'm really struggling with my sinuses. Hey, God. Achoo! All right, we're right next to the house. It's right there. You see, that's a super, super fast trip. And I am going to go ahead and sharpen my axe. The only thing that's kind of sad about, oh, it's over here. That's kind of sad about the foliage is that it actually comes through all the floors. So if you're looking at your build and you're inside your house, there's some more bricks. Is that on? Yes. Then, you know, you're going to see branches, trees, stuff like that coming through the floor, and it's kind of heart-wrenching, to be honest with you, because you don't want that, you don't want to see that, you know. So it's kind of sad. Just go over here. And the way, of course, to deal with that is to, well, I was about to say to build everything off the ground, but apparently it would have to be a 3-story building. Wrong side. I build every one of my greenhouses differently. Let's get that back in. Oops. I can't do it that way. There we go. All the rest of the stuff on me is wild caught vegetables. They run really fast. I think I have not quite all the planks. There's a few. And as you know, you can move this thing full of planks and lumber, by the way. And we'll just go ahead and do that. I don't necessarily want it to be actually sawing while I'm moving. I think it might be. All right, that is all the lumber from Grandma's house. All right, here we go. Oh, let's get oriented correctly. There we go. It's still sawing away behind us. I hope the storm ends soon. It stops raining and then you hear more thunder and lightning right after that. I'm starting to get used to the pattern. I like to be able to have the volume up and, you know, enjoy the sounds of nature around me, but I've said before that thunder and the lightning especially, but the thunder definitely bothers a lot of people. The lightning is bothering people who have issues, visual issues, and it can be like, it can get kind of scary for some people, but I don't expect that people with those kinds of issues would enjoy this game for very long. And like the first thunderstorm, they would be like, okay, I'm out of here. You know, and since the game is in development, there's always the hope that there is going to be a button presented to us to shut that down. So it's going to be full of lumber by the time I set it down. Or full of planks, rather. I think I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque there. Of course, I'm completely out of stamina. Here we go. Now we're right back on track. I didn't follow the road back because I couldn't see it because of the foliage. Oh man. All right, I think that we are done. Is it still sawing away? Go back here and turn the audio back on. There we go. I think it might have stopped. I don't know if it necessarily turned off, but it definitely stopped. There's the road. I don't know if it's the right one, but it's this one. Yeah, it turns too much for me. That one. There's no reason for there to be a road there because it just goes to the cliff, you know. Oh dear. Out of energy again. All right. You're not going to set down on that angle, are you? How about that angle? All right. How's the oil? Oh, almost out. Where's my wagon? Here we go. All right, back to work. I think my goal for today was a little bit lofty because I didn't think about going after the circular saw until I started recording. And I probably should have done that off camera, but it's nice to see Grandma's house. It's still there. All the equipment is still working. I actually just recently turned the pump back on. Alrighty, we can park this on this side. Go grab some more planks And actually, we do have time to do this other thing that is equally as important. And I think we'll do that. We need to plant some food. We've already missed this rainstorm, so we're just going to come down here, go into food, grab planters. And it doesn't matter if they're close to the water because I can't possibly water these things until I build a staircase down to the water. So we'll do the best that we can and just hope for rain really soon. Oops. We just really need to have some food going. And, what did I run out of? Planks. So that we don't have to continually struggle with that aspect of the game. I think that was cucumbers. And corn. Now what? More planks. And this thing doesn't have wood in it anymore, so I'm glad I started with the melons. Oh my god, are you kidding? One plank? Seems kind of ridiculous. So I am going to go against... Oh, I've got planks, don't I? No, I don't. I'm going to go against sensibility, and I'm going to move all the lumber. Piles and piles of lumber over here to make this easier so that I can show more of the process of building and less of the grind of building. This might be the last build of version 9. It's possible. I was looking back to see how long it took to build that very understated and small build that we just finished, Two Trees Farm, the Southern Copperfield build. And it was actually pretty long. It was a number of weeks. So, and this one's going to be quite a bit more complex. Oops. Go for the trees, George. Got to be some more around here somewhere. I cut down like a third of the forest. Oh, there's an onion right there again. Wow. That came back in the same place. All right. There we go. We only needed one plank, I think, for that one. Oh, I've got another one to go. And that is corn. Let's go get some more here. All right. So that busy work is done. Need only wait for rain. I had thought about building another one of these large flasks so that I would have 600 water. But, you know, you could see it. I think it would be quite a struggle to get up that bank. Although we might be able to. No, we still have to have foundation. It needs to be right there. Can I do this without it? No, I still have to build it. All right. Let's give it a shot. We do need access to water before I have the ability to actually build the water house and the sink. We are too far from both water houses. So the closest water houses are Grandma's house, probably the closest one. And that's definitely more than 24 and a half foundations away. And I'll put that right there for a second. Load up on some more of these. I do wish that you could take logs out of the circular saw. But once they're in there, that's it. Okay, and then we're going to build stairs down, and they'll have to be, the stairs down have to go all the way to the ground, because for some reason, or at least very close to it, because for some reason you can't swim halfway up the stairs, and which kind of sucks, but that's the way it goes. I probably have to be over here somewhat. There we go. Who knew this was going to be the hardest build of the day? Here's one. Here's two more. Well, if nothing else, I'm getting exercise. Let's see, over here. Let's see if I can get that to go this time. Right there. Oh, come on, go in there. There we go. Oh, was it saving right then? Maybe that was the issue. Here's some cucumbers right there. This little point out here, this little area, has got a tremendous amount of food. And it's like, you think to yourself, now why in the world wouldn't one of the main build areas have more food than that? I don't think I'm going to be able to do this one from here. Definitely not going to be able to put the lumber in from here. So let's make sure that I have enough. Go get one more. It's 3 logs and 4 planks for these awesome stairs. I got plenty of room for weight, so I'm not going to drown. All right, here we go. Probably going to have to do this underwater. There we go. All right, I think that is sufficient. That is sufficiently deep, I hope. Yeah, I'm swimming right over it. But if it's super shallow, then it has to go all the way to the ground. All right, you guys, when we come back, we are going to get a first floor in and get a bed in and reset our spawn point. I want to thank you all so much for coming along. If you're new to the channel, then please consider subscribing. If you're enjoying the content, then please click the like button. And as always, have an amazing day.